Welcome to the Epic Success Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Shannon Irvin, and we are in a series called The 10 Coaching Secrets to a Wildly Successful Business. And today I'm going to be talking about an idea called Listen to Transform. Another way I talk about this is sowing and reaping, and we'll dive into what that means. I hope you caught the last two secrets. The first one being, I got to look back, find your voice. The second one being your 1% factor. These are key components that successful coaches use to rapidly grow their coaching and consulting and online business. And I want that for you too. If you're a health coach, business coach, life coach, these are the secrets that the uber successful online entrepreneurs are using, and I want to give them to you. So those are the last 2 weeks. Go back and listen to them if you haven't yet. This is the third in the series on the 10 secrets that every coach needs to rapidly, successfully grow your coaching business. So what do I mean by listen to transform? So the last 2 weeks were more about how you are in the marketplace. This is more about how you are once you're with your clients, whether it is on a coaching call, or meaning an enrollment call, or you're in the conversation of coaching. Now, obviously, I'm not going to dive into exactly how to create a brain-based transformation. That's what we do in our neuro coaching certification for coaches, life coaches, business coaches, health coaches, because our way we do one thing is the way we do everything. The way the brain wires and fires together is how you get transformation. But I want to talk about this idea of listening to transform. What I see in the marketplace, and let me know if you've seen this too, is a lot of well-meaning coaches doing this. You get on a call with them and you tell them either the problem, what's getting in the way, what it is that you're wanting to create and why you're not there yet. And this is usually what comes next, either one of two things. Either one, they start telling you, well, this is what I did and this is what works. And if you do this and you do this and you do exactly what I did, you'll get my result. But then what happens, right? That client goes out and they, with their own networks towards success, failure, worth, money, all of the stories that are in automation, not your stories, their stories, they go out and try to apply what that well-meaning coach told them to do. And you've maybe even experienced this. They try and it doesn't work because why? Because their brain isn't wired that way. The coach's brain is, their brain is not. And so they try, it doesn't work. They feel like a failure and they feel what? Worse, not better, due to the coaching. It actually causes more harm than good. All right. So that's one thing that I see. And then the second thing that I see is, somebody maybe has been coaching for a while, maybe they've been trained in NLP or something like that. And what they'll do is they'll try to shift somebody's perspective on a coaching call, right? And they'll use chunking up and chunking down and all these great linguistic tools, which they're not bad. The tools are great, but they don't transform. You can't use a one-time chunking up NLP technique and expect somebody to get massive transformation, right? Because that is a one-time occurrence. Building a network is a multiple time occurrence, right? And so what I'll hear people do is say, well, are you always thinking that way? Do you never? And then they'll come up with some evidence while they're sometimes doing it. And then they'll feel great on the call because they'll feel a perspective shift, but then they'll get off the call, again, try to do what it is they've set out to do, but because their network they don't have a success network built yet, which is what we teach in the neurocoaching certification, they haven't neutralized and erased the blocks that are literally putting the foot on the brake, no matter how much they want the result. That isn't happened through these language shifts. So those are broken coaching models. They don't work. It's not coaching that your clients need, it's transformation. It's the tools to transform their mind, right? To build success patterns in the mind, to wire and fire together the future version of who they want to be so that their brain believes it, so that they'll see it, to neutralize and erase the things that have been holding them back. And that's on a subconscious level. And it's not a one or done perspective shift. And it isn't a mimicking or mirroring kind of experience, right? It is really training the mind to succeed and neutralizing and erasing the things that will block you. That's part of a powerful transformation system. So what do I mean by listen to transform? So your clients are very used to not hearing their narrative. Their story, the things that are blocking them, the things that are holding them back are on automation. And what happens in your subconscious when something's on automation is you don't hear it anymore. You don't hear the story that money is evil. Money is the root of all evil. I can't possibly make enough money because that would make me greedy. All of the stories that you've heard, that your clients have heard, growing up from age 0 to age 21, your prefrontal cortex hasn't fully developed. That's the part of your brain that says, I don't believe that. So family of origin, school of origin, experience of origin has created automations about success, money, failure, worth, all that is important to growing your health, your wellness, your relationships, your business, and your life. And so listen to transform is this experience where you're asking some guided questions and you're asking your clients to really start to hear the stories that they tell themselves. And you're not telling them what to think or what to, perspective shifting. You're actually using their words back to them. So listen to transform. It's kind of this idea of sowing and reaping. And some of you are people of faith, you understand that concept. It's the idea that what I put out in terms of listening comes back tenfold. So in a call that you're enrolling them, this is the formula that I use. And it's a formula because it allows the person to decide for themselves that it's the right next choice to coach with you. It's you want to know what it is they want. You want to know what is getting in the way, what's blocking them that they're aware of. And then you want to know what becomes possible when the blocks are removed and they have what they want. Very different question. And then the next natural step is coaching with you will help you remove those blocks and help you build a success pathway to the thing that you want so that you can have that outcome that you said would be possible, right? And so what I have learned by this listening to transform even in enrollment calls like that, I will be toward the end and they'll be signing up to coach with us or signing up to get certified with us. And I'll hear this so often. That was the best coaching call I've ever had. Well, why do you think that is? It's the best coaching call that they've ever had because they got to completely talk about where they wanted to be, what's blocking them, what becomes possible, their future pacing, and they hear it for the first time. And, transformation comes after revelation, not just information. Lots of coaches are giving great information, but information is not revelation. Transformation comes after revelation, right? So as they're hearing themselves talk about what it is they really want, and of course, as we nuance, we can have some extra questions to pull it out, but it's a powerful, powerful tool. Same with in your actual coaching, listen to transform. Really hear their words and parrot those words back to them and help them clarify for themselves what it is that's getting in the way. Help them clarify for themselves. It's a powerful, powerful tool to give someone is the power of being able to self-coach, right? And don't worry, coaches, don't worry, entrepreneurs, they will need you to find their blind spots to help them through the process. And that's what a really good transforming coach does. Now, second, when it comes to this listen to transform is you got to resist telling them what you've done. Two things. This is what I want you to hear. Resist the do it the way I did it. So that's on the positive side of coaching, but yet again, their networks are not your networks. And this is important. A lot of struggling coaches, I hear them doing this, right? If you've listened to the other coaching secret, I talked about your experience being your expertise. But what I have heard so often is well-meaning coaches that are saying when somebody's telling them the problem, what's getting in their way, I hear well-meaning coaches saying, you know what, I've been there and I know it's hard. I know this is a struggle. So it's one thing to say, I've been there and we can get you past it. It's a whole nother thing we call it in the neurocoaching certification, jumping on the horse with them. It's another thing to jump on their horse of enrolling in their negative automated self-belief that's going to keep them stuck, going to keep them blocked. And when it comes to the brain, your validation of it's hard becomes in their brain an actual neurochemical that strengthens the block. So resist enrolling them, and we think of it as empathy, but it's actually harming them. So do you see how this listen to transform becomes really, really important? Listen to hear their words, parroting their words back to them. When you're listening, you're not actually telling them what you do, right? You're guiding them. So you want to resist telling them what you've done. You want to resist telling them how hard and how difficult and that kind of thing is. And at the end of the day, listen to transform, sowing and reaping is showing them, helping them understand, see, and hear the blocks that are getting in their way, those subconscious automated blocks that are holding them back without their permission or knowledge, right? It's not their fault. And having the right tool to remove them. And then also helping them build in their mind a network to success, because your brain has to believe it in order for you to see it. So listening to transform means you're always listening and always help guiding your clients in both of those areas. What do you want and what's getting in the way? Because in the neurocoaching transformational coaching model, said that twice, in the neurocoaching transformational model, that is the core of it. We have two core components called, we coach through something called STEBDAR, but we use a mind matrix to neutralize and erase any of those blocks. And we have a brain priming process that builds a success pathway in the neural networks of your mind so that success becomes effortless, more easy, more natural, just like brushing your teeth in the morning is natural. You don't think about it. That's how your path of success should be towards your goal. And all that happens through the neurocoaching model, whether you're a life coach, business coach, health coach, the way your brain wires and fires together determines the level of success your clients will have, or if they will stay stuck. And so that is Listen to Transform. I hope this was really helpful for you as you're thinking about even enrollment calls or calls with your current coaching clients. And if you are wanting to become a coach, whether it's life, health, business, and you're already a coach and you're wanting to really accelerate the rate in which you grow your business, then I'm going to challenge you and invite you to apply to the neurocoaching certification, because it is the only brain-based transformational model that will help you as a coach know how to get your clients transformation each and every time, which of course gains you massive confidence and almost makes you fall in love with selling, because you know how quickly you're going to be able to get a result for your clients. Down in the show notes, we have a link to apply. There's very limited seating. It is application-based only, first come, first serve. And we are excited to help you not only learn to coach the right way, get transformation for your clients, have the tools to transform again and again and again, but also be able to grow a wildly profitable coaching business. Because we don't want coaching hobbies, we want coaching businesses that change and transform the world. And I can't wait to see you inside the certification. The link to apply is below. And then next week, we will continue on with the secrets. And I'm going to look over here, secret number 4. Oh yeah, exactly how to sell the right way as a coach. That'll be the next secret on the podcast next week. Until then, bye for now.